Welcome to Think Piece number 10 by Benjamin Wall, showing how to identify and fight racism in consumer products using examples from the United States. Fighting racism will be shown to generate competitive advantages for companies when they create benefits in society, the market, the everyday, lifestyle, and communities. We first consider racism in separating served and unserved customers, a kind of segregation in society. For example, food deserts where grocery store chains avoid low-income neighborhoods with many people of color. As such, the status of whites is doubly raised, once because they receive the service and twice because they know others don't, while the status of people of color is doubly lowered. They don't receive the service and they know others do. Businesses gain competitive advantage by serving the underserved customers, thereby raising their standing. Walmart has targeted such areas for stores and online shopping, while farmers have increased their presence with farmers markets and direct sales. Stereotypical images appear in the all-around benefits of the mainstream market, amplifying a brand image with wide-reaching associations. The icon of Uncle Ben as a black domestic servant or even slave conveyed for years domesticity and care, and violent blacks are portrayed in a movie or book to give additional zest. Also, artists can be reduced to their race and apparently barred from the mainstream, for example, people of color facing barriers as directors in Hollywood. Firms gain an advantage in overcoming stereotypes by using non-racial images to convey the same image, like the rebranding to Ben's Original. And firms can turn icons for a particular race into mainstream products to enrich all-around benefits. Streaming services now include many productions directed by people of color. The everyday activities of many white people allow for many options, while the situations of many people of color restrict their activities. Thus, products can be racially conditioned because in practice they are not accessible for people of color. For example, overnight summer camps located well outside cities that need to be driven to. Firms gain a competitive advantage by newly structuring activities to fit to the life situations of people of color, thereby empowering their activities. For example, offering day summer camps with buses. Racism is in products which are biased towards white lifestyles. The products are marketed for everyone, yet perceived as positively uniting whites and negatively excluding people of color. Skiing can have this kind of impact. Competitive advantage in promoting non-racist lifestyles can be gained from products celebrating a racial identity, like some magazines, while a cross-racial identification with people of all colors has helped Macy's for years. Thus, there are many opportunities for competitive advantage in fighting racism. A real transformation to an anti-racist society may only come when businesses design their products to attain this kind of fundamental change, placing this competitive advantage at the heart of their strategy. Starbucks raises the standing of all customers via premium products, prominently including in the image of a high status for coffee farmers and personnel who are people of color. Restaurants are carefully cultivated as a third place beyond the home or workplace, where all persons are made to feel welcome. The incident in Philadelphia will be addressed in a moment. The restaurant locations near public transport and products in grocery chains make it easier for all people to access the products in their everyday. Starbucks projects the good life for all. Following the arrest of 2 people of color at a restaurant in Philadelphia, Starbucks closed all its restaurants in the U.S. for an afternoon of anti-bias training. It sent a message to position itself as anti-racist, giving meaning to the community of customers and other stakeholders who think this way. A video on this channel goes further into opportunities in implementation, and another analyzes in more depth the sources of racism in consumer products. Other videos on my website round out additional information.